being trans, or I don't want any of my actors to be labeled as a gay actor. I want them to be labeled as an actor. So each person, I knew there was something in them, and for the people that didn't know, I just knew they needed a push. So sometimes, you know, they got to get read a little bit and be at them a lot of it. But for the most part, it just, you know, just a lot of hard work, and sometimes I doubt myself, but then sometimes the cast makes me know it. So that's basically that.
Okay, I got 2 more questions and I'm opening up. 2 more questions. 2 more questions. All the sex is going on in this show. Now, I would just love to just think if I could just, you know, because I'm not an actor, don't have a dream to be, and I'm thinking maybe I should get into acting. Maybe I should do the acting. Maybe I should step into the light. What is that like, having to do sex scenes? And, because, let me see the hands again, those who were interested in acting before you did the show. Let me see. Okay, so yeah, and then those of you who were not even trying to be an actor when Caesar knocked on your door? Okay, so what is that like, you know, doing sex scenes? When I see y'all doing the kiss, I'm thinking, oh, I mean, a lot of people dreaming to kiss you, but a lot of people lights on you, I'm a little nervous. I wonder, what is that experience like? Who wants to go first? Is it embarrassing, fun, excited?
The sex scenes. The sex scenes are fun. It's fun. I mean, sex is natural. So.
So are you nervous going into it?
No, I'm not nervous. I mean, it's something we all do. So it don't feel as boring because we're not naked. We have our underwear on. We have clothes on. Even when me and Emery was in the shower scene, we had our underwear on. I enjoy kissing, so.
I mean, quite honestly, it's disgusting. But no, I mean, I enjoy doing it when you see the outcome on camera, but in actuality, when it's all happening, it's uncomfortable. These are people that you see as family and friends. What I will say is that when people are more visually appealing and easy on my eyes, it makes it easier to do. I mean, and while doing the scene, it's literally like your mind leaves your body, and then you're just doing it until you realize afterwards you just did soft porn. You know? But yeah, that's how it goes.
For me, I don't know, everybody else had a good time and all that. It was weird. I think for me, what made it weirder is not knowing what I was about to do until probably like 45 minutes before. You know, I'll give y'all a quick little story. So, you know, if you watched the last episode, you saw the scene where I pretty much raped Clint. Okay, so from the first thought in my head when I knew the scene was coming, I was like, all right, I'm gonna have to get in bed with it. You know, like, I can get my underwear. All right, whatever. I'm gonna just like lay there, we're gonna take a couple pictures. And he was like, no, there's a camera rolling and you're supposed to be like raping him a little bit. So I had to really just, like, I couldn't even act anymore. We were trying to like rehearse. I was like somewhere else. Winston was gone and Dave was just out in space. But I had a glass of wine, for one, that helps. And then it was more so about just going back into character, like not making it feel like I'm actually doing something, but it's like what is Winston doing? Like what would Winston think in this moment? You know what I mean? So once that happened, and you know, I had Thomas to kind of bring it, well, Rob, to bring it to life. It was easier. He had the camera right there, so I had like a focal point. I didn't have to look at anybody in the room. You know, the person I'm on the scene with is laying there half dead, so it's not any like energy that I'm able to pull off of, but it was just like looking to the camera and sell it to the camera. And that's how it worked. After it was done and I watched it, I was like, oh my God, did I do that? But afterwards, it was a fun experience. Like he said, when you see the finished product, it's kind of dope.
Mine was quick, right? I had like a daydream. Mine was a daydream, but it was weird because I went to high school with Terrell, and that's not the same Terrell I went to high school with. He went from geek to chic. So, but I was just like low. Don't really touch me. Stay to the left. I'm keep my robe on. It was weird a little bit. You know, I know him. You know, like no. So it was weird. It was really, really weird. But we were able to pull it off. After Caesar fell out laughing at me because I was like, oh, you know, so hard, intense, scared. But it's cool. It was alright.
You're scared shitless. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Oh, step to left.
Nah, it was uncomfortable though. It was uncomfortable, but we did have clothes on, so don't think we was naked or anything. So that wasn't the case. But you know, yeah, uncomfortable. But
So, last question.
Wow, like I said before, I'm a very passionate person. So I think the sex scene, it was easy to do because we just had a heated argument. So of course we were not feeling it. So it's like, what now makes the sex scene more intense? What's the argument or fight? So that was easy for me, but being recorded was kind of hard. It was kind of hard when I was like, well, fuck it, I've never been recorded having sex before, so why not just get lost in it? But it was interesting. It was great. It was great.
My first sex scene was my first time filming. So I didn't know that I had no clue that it was going to be the way that it was, and actually when it was released, I couldn't breathe for like 30 seconds. Oh. But you know, I do what I do when I'm in there, so you know. But what I have, like, what are the 3 sex scenes right now? Me and my wife, me and Eve, me and Ashton. I'm sexually aggressive, so it came pretty naturally. It was, as long as they just let us do what we do. So we had a good time. It was fun.
I was kind of nervous, actually. I will say, once we got in there and started doing the stuff or whatever, my biggest thing was trying to, I guess, make our sex scene not look like everybody else's sex scene. So that's why ours was a little bit more risque with the dominatrix stuff, just because I didn't want to look all cute and lovable like everybody else was. So, yeah, but it was cool, bro. Yeah, it turned out pretty good. I think so. Yeah.
So we're gonna have a few questions. I'm gonna push this back. And Mary, y'all gonna step into the spotlight. Carol Ann, who's first? We got the first question. Come sit right here and ask the audience a question. Any questions from the audience? Step into the light, Carol Ann. Don't be scared. Please, come. We already got a few more questions, you all, then we'll be able to mingle with the audience, or with the people. That's a good one.
I didn't know I'd have to sit here and stare at you all. This is really first of all, I love you all. Caesar, you have been doing fantastic things. Every one of you is great. I love how the two of you have changed hairdos. This is fantastic. So it kind of bounces off of the last question. I have 2 things. One, Christina, and God help me, I want to call you Clint. Terrell. I know we just kind of touched on how the sex scenes were, but with your characters and who you are personally, not trying to out anyone, how was it to bounce between those scenes with different genders that you're used to being with? Not trying to out anyone, but if you're gay, if you were with somebody that isn't who you're with, if you're hetero, or if you're awkward moment.
It was simple. Well, how can I put this? It was simple. I mean, because I've been with men and I've been with women, so I could be with anybody and be okay. you know. But I told you the difficult part was being with someone. Lord Fallon! Yes, Fallon is 100% bisexual and not afraid to tell anybody. But it was simple. I just knew him, so I was a little nervous. Like, oh, I knew you from high school. Don't touch me, you know, like that.
So for me, when they would climb on top of Fallon, I was like, finally, I'm waiting on this since the 90s on this bitch. I'm sorry, I'm just being serious. But no, it's cool. Like, you know, acting is acting. You know what I mean? Sometimes you gotta separate yourself from yourself and just become who the character that you're pursuing. You know what I mean? If you want to be an actor, you don't always have to like what you're